And we're ready to go ahead and start the membrane integrity test procedure. To do this, we want to go ahead and do pretty much the same steps that we had did with the cleaning place, other than turning off the back ball valve. We could go ahead and leave that one open for this procedure. Well, first steps that we want to do is go ahead and isolate the system again. We want to go ahead and shut off your effluent ball valve, your influent ball valve, and for this procedure you also want to shut off the ball valve right below the bladder tank, the backwash tank, and go ahead and turn off your pump. With the system isolated the way it is, we want to go ahead and drain the pressure off. To do that, we want to go ahead and use the manual backflush procedure once again. You want to go ahead and press the next one time and hold your manual flush button down. We just want to hold it down for a few seconds this time and allow the system, both gauges, to reach 0. Once you see 0 psi on both gauges, go ahead and turn off your manual flush. If your light stays on, go ahead and push the button again and it should shut it down. We want to go ahead and apply the 1/4 inch tubing to the top influent John Guest valve. This is going to be used as a drain line for right now for this procedure. Normally we just put it into a bucket. Once you got your drain line secured in a safe spot to not go ahead and make a mess anywhere, right now we're using it in a bucket. We could go ahead and use your pump, your provided pump that's in your MIT kit. It's got a 1/4 inch line, just something like this one, similar to this one. You want to go ahead and push your 1/4 inch line to your effluent John Guest valve. Once you fill that lock in, go ahead and open your John Guest valve on your effluent side and the one on your influent side. What we want to do now is go ahead and, using your hand pump, go ahead and pump up the membrane up to 13 psi. Once you get your system up to 13 psi on the effluent side, go ahead and shut your John Guest valve. You'll now allow the system to sit for 2 minutes. This is the stabilization portion of the MIT. If your gauge, if you drop anything less than 2 pounds, go ahead and repump up to the 13 psi. Go ahead and after your 2 minutes, go ahead and open up your John Guest valve if you had dropped anything over 2 pounds. Repump it up to 13 psi and close it. Once you got it back up to 13 and closed, you let this sit for 5 minutes. After your 5 minutes is up, you want to come back here and check to see where your PSI is at. If you're still at 13 pounds, you passed your MIT. If you dropped anything more than 2 pounds, either you failed it, so we have to go back and check all of our sections here to make sure we don't have a leak. If you do start to lose PSI here, more than likely you're going to have a leak out here, here, or here. Check these connections here. If you are sure that there is no leaks, go ahead and repump it up to 13 and let it sit for the next 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes is up, we still have 13 psi here. We know we passed the MIT. We could go ahead and take off our pressure pump, our hand pump here, by pushing in the locking ring and pulling out the 1/4 inch line. You want to come up to your influent John Guest valve, shut that valve off, remove the line that you have there, and go ahead and put it into your John Guest down at the bottom. We want to go ahead and depressurize the system down here now. By doing that, you just go ahead and insert your 1/4 inch tube here, hold on to it, and go ahead and open your John Guest valve. Once you have all the pressure removed from the system, go ahead and close your effluent John Guest valve here and remove the pipe. The MIT procedure is now completed. We could go ahead and put the system back online. To do that, you want to start off by opening up all your ball valves. Start off with the top one, underneath your bladder tank. Open your influent one. Go ahead and turn on your pump. Close your lid and let the system pressurize. starts to reach up higher pressure like that, go ahead and open up your effluent. Once you have your effluent here, your system is operational and you're making safe water again.